Hello everyone, this is Anant. So in this lecture, I'm going to discuss about what are the different units which are present in microprocessor and microcontroller subject, and how the different topics are segregated in this subject. So totally we have 5 units. In these 5 units, first unit is completely about microprocessors. Second unit is completely about microcontrollers. Third unit is completely about the interfacing techniques, and fourth and fifth units. Fourth and fifth units are about ARM architecture and advanced ARM processors. So these are the 5 units which are present in our microprocessors and microcontrollers subject. So we will discuss about the topics which are present in each and every unit. So first unit, already I have said that first unit is about microprocessors. So in microprocessors, in our subject, we have 8086 microprocessor. So this 8086 microprocessor is a 16-bit processor. So totally, we will discuss about 16-bit microprocessor in our first unit. So before going to this 16-bit, what are the different processors which are present? What are the latest processors we are using in our systems or in our different uh, uh, projects? We will discuss about all that. Okay. So we will also discuss about the architecture of 8086, register organization, memory segmentation. What's the architecture of 8086? What is the signal description, that is pin diagram of 8086? What are the interrupts which are present in 8086 processor? These all the topics we will cover in first unit, first part of microprocessors and microcontroller subject. So first unit, second part is completely about assembly language programming. So this assembly language programming you will execute in your lab, microprocessor microcontrollers lab. So you will have some programming like addition, like arithmetic operations or logical operations, or sorting or searching a character or a string. So these different programs you will execute in MASM, that is Microsoft Assembler software, which you will do in your microprocessor and microcontrollers lab. So these are the topics which are covered in first unit. So first unit, first part is about 8086 architecture. First unit, second part is completely about programming part. So next unit 2 is completely about microcontrollers. So in these microcontrollers, we will use 8051 microcontroller. We will use 8051 microcontroller. So in this unit 2 first part, they're going to discuss about the same architecture or addressing modes or pin diagram or instructions which are present in our 8051 microcontrollers. So 8051 microcontrollers, these are covered in second unit, first part. Second unit, second part is completely about the timers and counters and some interrupts which are present in 8051 microcontrollers. Okay, so these are the topics covered in unit 2. So unit 2 is completely about microcontrollers. Okay, so unit 3 is interfacing part, completely about interfacing. Unit 3. So in unit 3 first part, we have input output and memory interface. So input output and memory interface like LCD, keyboard, how you will interface this LCD or keyboard or RAM, ROM, or ADCDs like analog to digital convert and digital to analog convert. So how you will interface all these to 8051 microcontroller, we will discuss in third unit first part. How you will interface LCD to 8051, keyboard to 8051, or RAM, ROM to 8051, ADC and DAC to 8051. We will discuss these all topics in third unit first part. So third unit second part, we will discuss about some communication standards and interfacing techniques. So how you are communicating to external world. like onboard communication and external communication. So onboard communication is nothing but only in one single board we will communicate one protocol to other protocol. So here we have some SPI, UART, and I2C. Okay. So external communication is like RS-232 cable. So you will see in your desktops while you are connecting from CPU to monitor. So how you are interfacing from monitor to CPU. So that type of connection we will call as RS-232 cable. And USB, already you know what is USB in our present technology. All of you are aware about what are USBs and how you will connect our USBs to different ports in our systems or music players or different. So these all are external communications. So in third unit, second part, we will discuss about the communication standards. So fourth and fifth unit is completely about ARM architecture and advanced ARM processors. Okay, so ARM architecture, we will discuss about the architecture, what is the internal architecture, or what are the branch instructions, what are the thumb instructions, or different instructions which are present in ARM architecture. So unit 5 is completely about advanced ARM architecture. What is Cortex processor, what is OMAP processor, what is the architecture of OMAP processor. So this all the process which we will discuss in unit 5. So totally our MPMC microprocessor and microcontroller subject is divided into 5 parts. First part is microprocessor, second part is microcontroller, third part is interfacing, fourth and fifth parts are about ARM architectures and ARM processor. Okay. So after completion of this subject, we will able to know about the what are the course outcomes here. After completion of this course, we will know about the internal architecture and assembly language programming of 8086 processors, and internal architecture and assembly language programming of 8051 controller, and what are the interfacing techniques to 8086 and 8051. Already we have discussed like LCD, keyboard, ADC, DAC. So this all how you will interface to 8051. And fourth, last outcome is what are the internal architecture of ARM processors and advanced ARM process. So we will get through all this after completion of our course. So what are the objectives here is we will learn about the architectures of different processors and different controllers. We will go through about some interfacing techniques, and we will go through about some architectures, ARM architectures, and advanced ARM processors. So totally, these are some course objectives and course outcomes of our microprocessors and microcontrollers syllabus.